Hello everybody, I'm Penrose776. As I mentioned last time, it is the time of terror. It is Duo Byleth bonus season. So we've got, of course, two Duo Byleths to take advantage of that. We've got the Harmonic Country I said I would bring last anime season. She's right here. But we've also got something very special. AoE Citrine, of course, you've already seen. But what about AoE Arvel? Yeah, that's right. Bonus season Duo Byleth. Their one big weakness is AoEs, but even then, I don't think one single AoE is going to be enough to finish one of them off. So, we brought two. Well, we'll see how well that works anyway. On the enemy team, we've got a Bridal Lilina, +1, Umihara, a Ratatoska, Summer Edelgard, Yuri, and Brave Seleth, +2. Beginning with a play that looks like they want to set up for Bolt Tower here. Makes sense with Summer Edelgard on the team, but mispositions a little. Someone forgot that Mirabilis has guidance, and so they left their Lilina in range with their last action, and that frees up Freya to do this. Unfortunately, the guard kicking in pretty strong here, so we are not getting a Galeforce today. But that's still one unit taken care of already. They do not give up yet. Lilina kind of missing here, to be honest. Well, to be fair, Freya is pretty dang tanky. She doesn't get to loop the AoE special either, but she is going to win with this second combat. And from there, we're just going to try and shuffle as far out of range as possible. I mean, that makes sense, right? But Soaring Guidance coming in clutch. Citrine gonna quad this 1 HP Yuri here. And that opens the space up for Katria to warp in as well. Rest of the team again shuffling forwards. There's nowhere really to stay out of range this time. Bolt Tower finally goes off. Let's see what they can do. Well, they've taken out 2 units, but that's as far as they're getting. Citrine AoE still enabled. Yet again, 1 hit point is not a number that you can really survive on. She's into position to get danced. No AoE this time, but we don't need it, because Ratatoska was in the last AoE. And that leaves PangYa as the last unit left, and, of course, the long-expected surrender. Brilliant start to the season, although admittedly, the units we were really scared of weren't in that match. Okay, Battle 2. Let's see what we're working with here then. Yuri, that's not his merges, there we go, +1. Duo Crom, Brave Marth, +10. Elamine, +1. Safe, +2. And Ratatoska. You know, as far as units who can deal with AoEs go, I wonder if Brave Marth is one of them. I sure do wonder. Well, in any case, they're warping him in, they're sending him up to attack Byleth.
Have a wonderful evening.
He takes a fair bit of damage from the Supreme Heaven, but gets to heal up a little bit, heals back down again thanks to whatever was going on there. Not sure what the plan with Safe is. No, okay, they're pulling her away. And we've just got Marth sitting up front here. 58 damage from the AoE. And Citrine has Hardy Bearing.
I can't give up now.
An attempt was made. Now, Byleth here gonna warp out front, deal with Yuri. And that's probably all we're getting for the time being, but I mean, it looked like that was the crux of their plan. Well, no, we haven't given up just yet, sending Crom in to snipe Arval. Only 17 damage, but the Deadeye is going to do that pretty easily, combined with a Bolt Tower, but oh, it doesn't matter. They have realized the situation. They've left Crom in, and they have surrendered out of here. Watch out for Hardy Bearing, folks. Well, number 3, I think it is. We're up here against your Kagero. Altina +1, Plumeria +1, Safe, Brave Gullveig, and Legendary Alear, who is not paired up with anyone here, so they're not getting the full power of that Dragon Blast, I'm afraid. Not sure what they're looking at with Safe here. Not really sure if any of these units can cut through a bonus season Byleth, to be perfectly honest, and yep, they seem to completely agree with my judgment of the situation. Okay, now here we go. Our opponents here, Ratatoska +2, Duo Byleth +10, okay. Winter Edelgard +10, Summer Edelgard, she's also +10, Naga +10, and Plumeria +10. I did want to try out against the new units. I did not expect our first exposure to them to be their +10 versions. They do fly into real bolt trap. They do have a healing tower though, so not going to be a huge problem for them. They send +10 Edelgard in, and thanks to our decharge effect, we're not eating a special straight away. And they're getting back out of here again. Now, they do have a bit of a safety net here. They do have a safety net of Edelgard not in Citrine range here. Well, now she is, but she wasn't in Citrine range beforehand, thanks to the green Divine Veins. I still can't believe they're called that, by the way. As you can see, one AoE is not enough to deal with that Byleth. And we're in kind of an awkward spot here now because that AoE damage is getting completely healed back up. They send Edelgard in again. 11 damage, not gonna do much.
Have a wonderful evening.
However, she does get to act again. This time it's gonna hit a little harder.
Got you something.
Well, a little harder, anyway, but not enough to actually stop us in our tracks. They can't dance Edelgard, they're leaving her up front. They're leaving her, notably, out of our save range. So it's not Duo Byleth taking this attack, it is Edelgard herself, and +10 she may be. But she is not surviving that. Should have moved your Byleth up. Well, now that's done, they're leaving Byleth up front to tank. Byleth versus Byleth. Unfortunately, going the way of favouring the defensive Byleth here. Now this time we've got brave attacks on our side. A little more spicy.
Have a wonderful evening.
We do lose a Byleth in the process, but, well, Not much can be done about that. And lastly, our AoE here. Bringing him down to 1 hit point. And subsequently, 0 hit points. And there we go. That, my friends, is the surrender we were looking for. Plus 10 busted units dealt with for now. Okay. Next battle here, we're looking at Garrick, plus 10. Legendary Hinoka, plus 6. Plumeria, plus 3. Winter Edelgard, plus 3. Double Fury. Safe, plus 1. And Brave Crom, plus 2. Double Fury build means I'm guessing they want to Wings of Mercy in on this Edelgard after she uses all her funny extra actions to cause funny havoc.
Have a wonderful
Because it's not a damaging special, we don't decharge it. We do survive the first combat. She's already down below half. We're probably not going to survive this second combat. No, we don't. Wings of Mercy coming in now. Crom goes first. Divine Rain Flames helping out here in all of these combats. Crom goes again. Does not get his special. Byleth barely survives. That could be clutch. That's eating one more action there. Edelgard gets the finish. Streen getting finished off by Hinoka, not surviving that Deadeye. Nice. And Safe comes in to end our Freya's action. He has a dancer right next to him, by the way. So, yeah, that one, well, those 2 hit points on our Byleth coming in incredibly handy. They're saving us from that duo, that Brave Crom, and giving us just enough leeway to sneak out a kill and force this opponent to surrender. Alright. What do we got here? Oregon, plus 10. Winter Edelgard, plus 6. Dumeria, plus 10. 4, plus 10. Shannon, plus 10. And Vale. And immediately here, you can see a little bit of a difference. What is the difference? Well, the difference is our near safe Byleth is dead. This doesn't usually happen. The question is, what changed? And, well, I'll tell you what changed. The thing that changed is known as Bold Fighter. It got added as a seal. So, that means that Bold Fighter Seal, Winter Edelgard, she can double. Which is a cruel and terrifying thing. Like, one hit that already pierces all of our damage reduction is crazy enough. 2 in one combat, when she can potentially pull out 3 combats in a single turn. Yeah, there's not much getting through that, I'm afraid. They back away here. We've got Shannon, who I do respect for Shannon, honestly. And since he's got a green skill, he can actually survive AoEs pretty well, especially with how chunky his HP pool is. And that means he's probably gonna Well, actually, it's going to be pretty close against Freya. Well, I say that. Imperial Astra comes out. And no, that does do enough damage to kill. So, yeah, Bold Fighter Winter Edelgard is the build that can do enough to deal with us here. And Mirabilis, well, unless they try and tank her with 4, Mirabilis probably isn't gonna... Never mind. 4 can take that hit, apparently, when Mirabilis is alone. Can't take the second hit, but doesn't matter because they finish up the battle. That was rude. That was rude. I don't like that. Go away. Well, what are we playing against here? We've got Umihara plus 10, Winter Edelgard plus 10, another Bold Fighter. Regin plus 10, Naga plus 10. Spring Triandra and Summer Edelgard plus 9. Missing a merge on that one. Sending Regin up first. Okay, smiting in, interesting move. And with the bold... She... Weird. But anyway, for Bolt Fighter, it's Desperation. I was wondering why she attacks twice in a row. Yeah, Bolt Fighter Desperation, that is, like, double nasty. That is extra nasty. So yeah, they're able to kill 3 units here and just leave as if nothing happened. And Safety Fence kicks in, so they can do that again next turn, which, who would have thunk, it's exactly what they're planning on doing, I'd suspect. They've got 2 Edelgards here, so that's 6 actions between the lot of them. There goes Citrine. Here goes Freya. And I wonder if they're gonna... Okay, I suspect they're gonna try and box our Arvel in then. That seems like exactly what they're doing. I'm gonna have to start running Gatekeeper, aren't I? Takes out the last pot and deals with our Arvel, no problem at all. Well, it's a weakness, I guess, but it's not really something I can play around right now, I'm afraid. Okay. Next up, playing Yuri, plus 6, Umihara, plus 7, Winter Edelgard, plus 6, Bold Fighter, everyone's running it, Naga, plus 6, Regin, plus 10, and unlike Dorothea. As usual, the battle starts exactly the way we expect it to, and as usual, we're kind of getting obliterated here, huh? 0 damage. Takes out the second Byleth.
Have a wonderful evening.
And I'm guessing leaves. Yeah, because the real trouble with this, right, is it's not just a ridiculous Galeforce strategy. Because she's an armor with free movement, it's also a ridiculous hit and run strategy, because she can do all of this and then just sod off. Let Safety Fence do its thing, and then come back in the next turn to do it all over again. And with all the extra damage, with all the DR shredding, there's basically no straightforward way of beating this, right? You can't even use a DR special, you know, hardy fighter style build, because she can do it all on turn 1. In fact, a lot of strategy revolves around her doing this on turn 1. We're gonna box in Arvel again. Edelgard can tank Mirabilis no problem. And from here on, it's very straightforward. 1 pot, 2 pots, finish the match. Bolt Fighter Seal was a mistake, by the way. They haven't even given us Bolt Fighter 4 or anything. They've just made it a seal. Okay, next battle. Up here against Yunaka. Winter Edelgard +1. Triandra. Hey. Winter Dimitri. And Naga +6. And yet again, that +1 Winter Edelgard, she's running Bold Fighter Seal. You overlook one tiny thing, and suddenly every single person who shows up to your defense decides to bring that one tiny thing, but something's a little different here.
The winter's
Blessing.
We're actually surviving this one. You want to know why we're surviving this one? It's because Byleth actually has follow-up negation in their B slot. The reason we were losing to all those Edelgards previously wasn't just because they had Bolt Fighter. It was because they had Bolt Fighter and were winning a speed check against us. So, am I seriously gonna have to start speed stacking
This is for you.
these units? Well, I'll figure out something anyway. Edelgard doing more running around and hitting stuff, but compared to those previous Edelgards, she just does not have
This is for
a
you.
comparable amount of oomph. And so, despite using all those actions, our Byleths are very much alive. Okay, this Byleth might be about to die. Yeah. But the rest of the Byleths, they're fine. And it looks like they will continue to be fine. Haith found the Bolt Trap as well, and that ends their action. That puts them in a very bad spot, and that ends their match. Okay, so Bolt Fighter, not a guaranteed win against us, just makes it a whole lot easier. A couple of matches left. Up against us here, we've got Kitty Cat Flame, Plumeria +1, Yuri, Duo Byleth, Brave Dimitri +3, and Ratatoska. Nullifying our Bolt Trap there. Not that it would have mattered, they've got the Healing Tower anyway, and plonking with Dimitri. Let's see how it goes. Dimitri can honestly get pretty tough, but when AoEs are involved, yeah, this is the kind of thing I wanted to see happen. First AoE deals with Dimitri and Byleth, they forgot to dodge, and that leaves Dimitri low enough for Freya to do some very straightforward cleanup.
So this is my punishment.
See, that's the way I expected all the matches were gonna go. Not all this Edelgard nonsense. Honestly, leave in the comments if you've had any experiences with Winter Edelgard on your own defense. If you know any near savers who can tank her more reliably than Byleth can, especially considering she might be bringing an instant special as well. Or I can just start running Gatekeeper. And, well, that means it's time for the final match. And immediately they have catapulted us. We've got Safe +1, Plumeria, Winter Edelgard, because everyone has one, Naga, Tea Time Ira +1, and Ratatoska. That Tea Time Ira is actually going to be able to use that harmonic skill thanks to their convenient column 5 catapult placement. I'm not sure if they realise that. Not sure what their strategy is either. They do have the Bolt Tower, and it is about to become turn number 3. And they have taken out our healing tower as well, so that Bolt Tower effect, that is going to stick around. But well, maybe they were planning to do some hit and run nonsense, but they've ended up in a citrine nonsense situation as well. AoE down the Edelgard, finish her off with a big old slap. Rest of the units shuffle up. It's not a decisive blow, it's only 1 unit down. But Safe is able to take out Citrine. Gets healed up, and oh, okay, now they quit. Well, that season was... well, we really only lost to one thing. It's just that that one thing in question happened to show up 3 times in a frickin' row. 4 times in a frickin' row. But we beat one of them. Well, anyway, thanks for showing up. Let me know what you thought. If you can like, subscribe, that sort of thing, that'd be brilliant. Again, we're pushing really close to 1,000. And thanks everyone for showing up. Penrost out.